Today I will talk about the ground unification theory, so-called the GUT. There are several parts of the GUT, but with the algebraic parts, we'll discuss the SC5 representations for the build, like as a fermion, gate boson, and Higgs, which corresponds to each spin for the spin 1/2, spin 1, and spin 2. And after the constructing the SC5 representations of the particle builds, we will talk about the interaction terms in the Lagrangian for the SF5 GUT theory for the gauge interaction term and the core interaction term. The core interaction terms are related with the Baryon mass. The gauge interactions so eventually gives the Baryon number violation process like as a proton decay. And finally, sir, I will discuss about the algebraic learning of the gauge coupling using the weather functions and actually the three different gauge decouplings are unified in the high energy scale. And in the final remaining time, I will talk about the higher symmetry level than S5, like as the SO10 or supersymmetry GOT. So that's the overall story. So first of all, we'll talk about S5 representations of the particle field. First, I'll discuss the fermion field. There are two kinds of the representation in S5 in for the fermion. The first one is a bi-bar representation. Psi, which is consisted by the right hand is down cork with 3 bar and the left hand is left hand double lab here too. And we can calculate the hypercharges as the averages of the electric charge. So for the dr, because this is anti-cork, so there is one of those. And for the left hand is left hand double lab. Averages of the electric charges are -1 plus zeros over the 2. So the hypercharge are given by the -1/2. The other possible choice is the representation 10 for the fermion. But because the fermion satisfies antisymmetric for the index changes, so there will be the 5 times 4 over the 2 combinations for the 5 matrix. So there will be the 10 degree of freedom in there. So in this 10 representations, it consists by the right hand disk up, left hand disk up, and the left hand disk down, and the right hand disk electron singular. So for the case of the right hand disk up is given by the 3 bar, and because this is the anticork, so the hypercharge is given by the -2 of dot. And the left hand is the up and downs are given by the weak double. So it's given by the 3 representation and 2 representation for the SS3 and SS2 respectively. And the charges are given by the for the up clock, the charges are 2 of dot, and the down clock is the -1 of dot. So the average of this is the 1 over 6. For the right-hand electrons becomes a singular for the SS3 and SS2, and this is anti-clock, the hypercharge is given by the 1. So we use this 5 bar and the 10 representation for the fermions. Next, I'll turn to the gauge boson. For the gauge boson, the number of the generators in the SCN groups are given by the n scales -1. So in this case, this is SC5. So the number of the generators is given by the 5 scale -1, which is 24. So there will be the 24 gauge boson corresponding the generators in SC5. So similarly to the SS3 and SS2, in the SS3 there are 8 gluon corresponding to 8 Yarma matrix, and in the SS2 there are 3 weak boson corresponding to the 3 Pauli matrix, and there are 1 B boson for the U1. Then the standard model gauge bosons, there are totally the 12 gauge bosons in there. So there should be the additional 12 gauge boson for the SC5 CUT. So such a 12 gauge bosons are denoted by the X and Y, which is the presentations in the SC3 and SC2 for the 3 and the 2. So that this XY gauge bosons simultaneously represented by the S3 and S2. So in the 5 matrix, the gauge bosons represents like that. In the 3 by 3 block, there will be the gluon with the construction with the gamma matrix. And in the 2 by 2 block, the weak gauge bosons are contracts with the Pauli matrix. And the B bosons are located in the diagonal terms with the specific coefficients. And the top X and the Y gauge bosons are located in the off diagonal blocks for the S3 and S2. So there will be the X and the Y, X bar and Y bar, and the electric charge of the gauge bosons are noticed here, both third and one of third. This electric charge will be explained in the gauge boson interaction protons. So the remaining SF5 representation field is Higgs. Because the highest matrix again by the SF5 and it shift spontaneously broken to the standard model gases of the SS3 times SS2 times U1Y. So to give the breaking of the GT, there will be the GT breaking Higgs noted by the capital pi. It get the BAB with the V of the pi. And this BAB of the capital pi give the mass of the XY gauge bosons, which is given by the G scarce coupling and the V scarce, the scarce of the BAB. And this capital pi, the representation in the 24 in the SF5. And similarly, there should be the electroweak symmetry breaking as a standard model. The remaining symmetry is S3 times U1EM, and there should be the Higgs with the Bergkamp expectation value, and the mass of the WG bosons are given by the G squares of the bed of the Higgs. And this Higgs is represented in the bind in the SF5. So there will be the additional triplet, which is called the colored Higgs. And this biorepresentation of the Higgs is also consisted by the triplets part and the double part, like as biorepresentations of the Baryon. Now we are ready to the constructs of the Lagrangians, especially the decay of the interaction. The first one is gauge interactions. Similarly, they use the covalent derivative, the coupling, unifies coupling C5, and the gauge boson 5 matrix. And these covalent derivatives are inserted between the biorepresentations of fermion psi and the time representations of fermion chi. And we want to focus on the interaction term of the XY gauge boson. Already we know the lone C and the weak gauge boson W and the B bosons are given by the standard model gauge interactions. So that's out of our interest. And this XY gauge bosons are located in the off diagonal part of the this gauge boson matrix V. So the this XY gauge bosons swap the fermions components in the five bar representations and the 10 representation. So first of all, let's consider the 5 bar representation. Then the X and the Y gauge bosons are swapped between the right hand is down quark and the leptons, like as electron and the left hand is neutron, neutrino. And for the time representation, first of all, there will be the exchange of the singlet, right hand electron singlet, and the left hand is up and down. This is given by the this term. So the right hand is electron singlet swapped by the left hand is down, and the up corrected by the XY gauge boson. And because there are trace terms in the Lagrangian, some terms becomes 0. And the XY gauge boson also swapped between the right hand is up and the left hand is up and down. These terms are given like that. Right hand is up corrects the coupled with the left hand is up and the left hand is down by the XY curves. And the detailed index are given like that. The X and the Y gauge bosons has a color index because it has three representations of SS3. So there should be always a cork color index. For example, right hand did down, there will be the color index here. And also X and Y is also representation 2 in the SU2. So there should be the SU2 index, which is correspond to the lap-handed double-last always pairs in the interaction terms. So there is a lap-handed electron and lap-handed neutrino, and also there are the lap-handed down and lap-handed up, lap-handed up and lap-handed down. And in the case of the three, this second line, there are the two quarks, so there should be the two color index. So there's the one color index from the up and the one color index from the up, and lap-handed up, and also X gate boson has the color index, so there will be the repetitive symbols with the three color indexes here. So the point is X and Y gauge bosons gives the two kinds of the vertex. First of the in the first line, there will be the one lap2 and one quark, which is called the lap2 quark vertex. And the second line, there are two quarks, di-quark vertex with the color index. We can draw the Baryon diagram vertex for this gauge interaction. First of all, um, the first term, there will be the lap-hand electron right-hand is done with the X-gauge boson exchanges. We already know that the electric charges of this fermion, for example, electron is a -1 and the ion is a -1 of those. So the X-gauge boson is -4 of 3. This is a correspond to the electric charge and X-gauge boson is the matrix free. So there's always almost always a consistency for the electric charge conservation. And also for the other vertex. For the neutrino and the quark, there are zeros for the neutrino, so the Y have the -1 of those electric charge. And the electrons and up quark -1 and 2 of those, so the Y is given the -1 of those. And for the di-quark vertex, there are two up quarks here, so X is the given by the 4 of 3. Up and down, you use a 2 over 3, down the -1 of 3, so the Y is given by the 1 of 3. So all the electric charges of X, Y gauge is the consistent with the coupled fermions, like as a lepton quarks through the dipole. So by using these gauge interactions, we can obtain some specific phenomena in the SF5 This is a proton decay. The protons consist of the two up quarks and the one down quark, so the UDU. And because the Y gauge bosons are coupled to the up and down as the di-quark vertex here, and the lap2 quark vertex, Y gauge boson coupled to the positrons and the anti-up quark. So the such up and down quarks can become the positrons and the anti-up quarks. So this anti-up and the up consist pi-juiced meson. So the proton can decay to the pi-juiced and the positron. This is the decay of the protons in the SF5 city. And there are also X can be deiced such process as channel. Dicox up and ups can meet by the X gauge boson, as well as the X can meet the positrons down bar. So the also anti-down and the down consist the partial meson. So this also can provide the proton decay. And the typical life of the proton decays are given by there are two coupling of the unification couplings. He used both, and the X and the Y gauge bosons has extremely large mass as the CUT unification scale as a terms of this Gibson CB. So this is integrated out in the propagator. So this gives the Amax both, and the unification coupling is almost alpha U is as one of those. And we know the proton mass, and by the dimensional analysis, the decay light has the mass dimension of the mass. So the typical case of the proton decay is given by this formula. And by using that, we can estimate the proton lifetime in the SF5 CST model. And the lifetime is given by the temperature 31 east. But the minimal acid but the GUT is already excluded. One important mention is this proton decay is a baryon of violation because the proton is a baryon, but the pi zero meson is not baryon, so there's no baryon number. So the baryon number is evaluated by the unit of the one. And then in this case, uh, this interaction with XY gives boson exchanges can be integrated out in the low energy scale because the XY boson mass is extremely high, so with a GT scale. So there are three quarks in here, Q, 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 and the one leptons here, L. So this high energy interaction Lagrangian becomes the effective Lagrangian in the low energy as a baryon number by lattice dimension 6 of lattice. And integrated out XY gives bosons. So again, by the higher scale are capital lambda scale. So this gives the baryon number by lattice as example of the proton decay. But it is already expressed in the minimal GT, but the S5 SUS GT or S10 GT is still life, so that there are still discussions in the theoretical and experimental side. In the remaining part, you require interactions and the gas coupling unifications with the algebra function and the other extended utilized as so and the SUS will be discussed in the next video.